you want to see people?
Yes. He wants to see.
Oh, it's like
Yeah. Adorable.
It's true. You need to.
We're adorable.
Yeah, totally.
Let's see if we go like this.
You sure you want this? You put it on there and just put it on the side.
Hey everybody, we got a live raw food retreat hangout here. That looks pretty cool. Okay. Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch at the Raw Food World Retreat, March Raw Food World Retreat. And rocking the house, yes, that's what I always say. All right, I'm just kind of letting viewers build up for a second here. Cool. I guess we can just talk about something random before we actually get started.
Monkeys.
Monkeys?
Yeah. Spiders, no spiders.
Emily here knows every animal species on the planet.
No.
Because there's too many, right?
Yeah, there's too many.
Maybe just name like 10 that nobody would know.
Huh?
10 animal species. Like, for example, name 3 varieties of lizards. Or spiders or something.
Gecko, chameleon, iguana.
Okay, spiders.
Black widow, brown recluse, and wolf spider.
See, she knows everything.
I really don't.
She doesn't.
Not even
She
close.
doesn't? She does, right?
No, she's not. But she's playing shop.
Ah. All right. Let's see how the viewer count is going. Boosting up, it takes a couple seconds here. Anyways, we just went horseback riding today.
It was amazing. It was the best ever.
We get there. We've got, all my good friends.
An army of alligators.
There's an army of alligators. It was.
There totally was.
And they were saying to me, these alligators, Matt, we've got a horse just for you. What was his name?
Satan.
His name was Sultan. Elisa's like, did she really just? It was, and this, I'm usually like the crazy one on the horseback riding. Like we do 2 groups. I'm usually in the front and we're galloping and stuff like this. Even when you were walking with this horse, my butt would bounce like 2 feet off of the horse's saddle. And it was so intense. You're actually an expert horse rider, right?
No.
No, okay. Whatever.
In comparison.
No, I'm an expert. I make people experts very quickly. You get thrown into a gallop, you have to figure out how to do it. If you're in my group and you're already advanced. Anyways. What are you laughing at? Anyways. So I started, after about an hour and a half into it, I just started not really crying, I started complaining. Because I was pissed off.
It was so
And so Emily says, I'll trade horses with you. And then you didn't like the horse.
Shame. No, I like the horse. I just wanted my horse back.
And then I got on her horse.
I like all the horses.
It was like a Rolls Royce, your horse. This horse could have done a flip and I would have just been like glued to the seat compared to what I was going through.
His name was Amor. I mean, like.
Amor. Welcome, everybody. We've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 people in the room. Okay. So now, let's get this party started. We've got enough viewers for now, and we'll just start with,
How many do you have?
there's probably like 500, and we'll build up to 1,000, just like this. Emily's,
I have no life.
no.
No, I'm kidding.
She's very smart. You know the bell curve that goes like this?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of does like that. So I kind of like to wait till the peaking point. Okay, anyways. Okay, so here we are at this Raw Food World Retreat. How old are you, Emily?
14.
14? And where's Mama? In the back right there. As a 14-year-old. Did you enjoy the retreat?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was like, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like fun. It wasn't, I was expecting it to be kind of more like, okay, we have to go to this talk and this thing and this food demo, but it was just like, it was fun. I actually wanted to go to stuff and participate.
This March retreat, all the retreats keep getting better as they go, but this was the most powerful and potent retreat we've ever had.
Indeed.
Reference, but it was awesome.
How many people plan on coming back, you think? Wow, that's a huge percentage.
I plan on bringing my husband back with me.
It's like 90% of the people in this room. I'd say there's about half the people aren't here right now, after horseback riding and things like that. However, we are having a karaoke party tonight. We had such a good time the first time. It was full attendance. Stefan behind there like stole the mic the entire night. And so everyone had a really good time, so we're doing it again. It was me and Stefan actually. So here comes more people.
Come hither, people.
Rachel,
Yes.
since maybe you could tell us your experience of the retreat.
Amazing. So it was wonderful. I don't know, I'll be too short here. It was wonderful to get this time with my daughter, you know, kind of hopefully twice or 3 or 4 times in a lifetime experience. But
I hope so.
just amazing to be able to have her learning and participating and having massive amounts of fun. And yet I was able to learn and nourish myself and go through my own growths. Just a wonderful opportunity.
Was it life transformative for you? Do you feel like you're a new person?
Oh yeah, just amazing.
In what way?
Nutritionally, I think is kind of the expectation. You know, you come here and you have all this amazing food and amazing juices and air, but it's spiritually transformative. It's mentally clarifying. It's just a place of healing on so many levels with so many good people that we get to share these experiences with, like-mindedness, and kind of help each other through, you know, rough days or emotional processing. It's just nourishment all the way around.
About 30% of the people did the San Pedro. You were one of them. How was that for you?
Also amazing.
And we did a lot of preparation before that time.
Lots of preparation, because I think it's something that you go into having not a real grasp of what's going to happen and what to expect. But we had a lot of talks, and we had a lot of, again, kind of spiritual guidance, and going into it still nervous. You know, it was still something like, I've never done this before, but held by such good people and such knowledgeable people that created a real safe space and safe experience to journey further and what we were seeking for intentions and clarity for our present and our future. Awesome.
Thanks, Rachel. Erica.
She said.
How deep are we allowed to go?
Down the rabbit hole.
All right, we won't go too deep, so don't worry. But okay, about a few years ago, we were talking about how you had a crash, like you got zapped, you had a health crisis. You thought you had Lyme's disease, things like that. You were in pain and all these other things. And then for 3 years, has it been 3 years? 2.5 years. She's a fighter. She's been working it out for all this time. And this kind of like, do you feel like this retreat was like the final?
Oh, I still don't even have words for how amazing it's been. It's been definitely. Yeah. There's so much that I just keep saying, I want to take as much from this environment back home.
And her crisis wasn't just physical. I mean, it was more probably spiritual, but the physical was Or what do you think?
From the beginning, when I initially started having all these random symptoms, it felt definitely spiritual to me, almost like a spiritual attack.
Yeah.
The fatigue was crippling. The whole process of it was crippling. I almost had to quit my job. I could just go on for days about the list of symptoms, but I didn't want to go the allopathic route and start antibiotics and all that stuff. So just slowly over time, into natural methods and started learning about nutrition. And I'm sure that's when I came across your website.
Okay. So, do you feel this transformative?
Yes.
And what do you think the difference before and after is for when you go home?
I feel like it's a different person. San Pedro being part of that, mine was just Monday. So I still feel so much lighter. It's like the weight of the world just left. Really gave opportunities to break through things that you couldn't even really identify. But to feel it release is amazing.
And then the preparation for that was pretty big too, with Romeo and I to.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's kind of how we have too. Okay.
I mean, I can't say enough about everybody involved in that process, and just getting up the mountain to the site.
Oh yeah.
is
We did a huge
for
hike.
me, yeah,
Yeah.
for me, that said a lot. Like the first hike was a lot.
How about your news now?
Then they're sore more from coming down, but for that 2.5 years, I really couldn't be active. So between deconditioning and I wasn't feeling so good the day before, so I didn't have anything in my system when I started the hike. But I was learning on the way up, working through issues on the way up.
It was like this huge mountain that we climbed, and she was on the verge of, I guess you'd call it spiraling down, but she chose to like.
The first mountain? Yeah. The first, yeah, that was tough. I mean, also much learning to be done there. Just breaking through.
Eric is amazing.
Yeah, she is. Susan, you want to come in?
Sure.
Got the bigger chair.
I can move.
Let's put the bigger chair there.
Yeah, let's put the bigger chair.
Let's put the bigger chair there.
I can move. Thank you.
It's up to you. You're so fun.
What do you want to know?
A marker juice.
Susan just makes me smile. I got her on. She's on Facebook, and I downloaded the Messenger app to your phone.
Are we connected now?
Yeah, I got you on it.
Okay.
We went to so we do this clay day where we slather our face and bodies in this longevity clay that's from the mountain on the other side there. It's rich in minerals and stuff like this. That's why my skin looks so good.
Me too.
You too, yeah. And then afterwards, it just happened to be a rainy day that day, and we went to this San Pedro River. San Pedro's a city here, a town we call it, and this river is rich in colloidal gold. So many colloidal minerals. It's amazing. When you go in, you just feel refreshed. It also changes you on an energetic level, also. So the river was freezing. Like
Slightly
freezing.
cold.
I've never experienced it that cold before. I don't chitter chatter much, but I was seriously chitter chattering. Yeah. Anyways, so here we were, and Susan was freaking out, like because she had all this clay and you were scared of cold.
I didn't want to be in that water. It was so cold. And I wanted to just do it
it in spots, just a little bit here and a little bit at a time.
And you've always been like with this boat.
Well, no, but so as a kid, no, I was fine with cold water, but just in the last few years, it's like it was kind of bothering me that I didn't want to get into cold water, and I didn't know why. It was in my head. It was really too cold, and I wouldn't like it. It wouldn't be comfortable.
So anyways,
And that's exactly what I was experiencing.
so we're in the river, and it's a very nice, easy river to get into. So she finally gets to where she's sitting down, and then people start helping her.
Splashing me with water.
And she's like, ah! Like freaking out,
Don't splash me.
freaking out big time. And then,
Screaming a little bit.
yeah. But I could see in her face, she was freaking out.
I was freaking out.
Yeah. Anyways, so she still has clay. No, you got pretty much most of it off. She was fine. She was gonna go home and shower. And so we're sitting there, and all of a sudden she goes, ding! It was like this like light bulb. You know what? It's just fear. And then I'm sitting there like freezing because I just went all body in and I washed everything off. I was chitter chattering so hard. I was like, I would not want to go back in there either. But I'm like, you want to go back in? She's like, yeah. Just like that
All
with
the
that
way
big smile.
in. None of this little splashing. All the way in.
So now she has no issue. Now she's like realizes that it's just fear. And then she just like goes in the river. We're like, okay, 1, 2, 3, we're gonna dunk. 1, 2, 3, and we dunk. And then we get out, and we're both just laughing like crazy. and then we come back out.
No, we didn't come back out. You
Then I
said
said, do you want to do it again? Just to see if she would do it. She's like, yeah. I'm like, this time we'll go for as long as we can.
And you took us out more to the center of the river,
Yeah.
where the rocks were pretty slippery.
Yeah.
I almost took you out.
Yeah. Anyways, I never laughed so hard in my life. I was chitter chattering like crazy during this entire thing. It was fun. How would you say the retreat goes for you?
So for me, this retreat, when I found out about it, I just knew that I was going to go. I actually didn't know who you were. And I just signed up for it. And when I got here, it's been unbelievable. I didn't know everything that you were going to offer. I just knew it was a raw food retreat. I wanted to eat raw for 2 weeks. I wanted to experience that. I had questions about how I want to eat in life. I don't want to be raw. And I've never had anybody that I could just ask a lot of questions to that I felt like, oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. And that's what I kept getting from you. I could ask you these questions, and when you answered them, there was knowledge, and there was care, and there was tenderness, and there was support, and there was no judgment. There was acceptance, and I just kept experiencing that over and over. And I want to experience that, and I let go of a lot of through you answering all my questions, I'm getting more solid on my own feet. And just really like being able to trust myself and be able to just depend like on myself. Like this is I'm my own self with this boundary or this love around me, and that I get to allow what I receive in. And when I ask you questions, what I receive from you is like you're welcome in to where I'm at, because you have this level of trust and sensitivity, tenderness, and that's what I was needing.
So at these retreats, you can be who you are. And if you are not who you are, what happened to you, Rachel?
You can find yourself as well. It's awesome.
And
Am I done?
no.
Okay.
Okay, so you feel like it was kind of transformative for you?
Yes, it was I came in at a certain place and I moved forward. So it was transformative in that way. And now I can see with more clarity the direction I want to go in. Where before I kept getting stuck at these forks and having to contemplate too long. And now it's like, oh, I have, you're a resource now. I mean, I didn't realize we have you as a resource.
She's one of my best friends.
But I can just see, I can see in front of me now. Where before I didn't have that clarity. I knew I wanted to go somewhere, but I wasn't really sure where.
Are we talking like, what is this? Like everything, like nutrition, or like what is it?
You know what? It's like self-empowerment, self-trust, gaining back my own intuition, which I think I had as a young child, and that I had lost from different things. I let it go. I didn't have the tools I needed to stay in my own groundedness. And through experiences I had, I didn't choose the experiences, and yet they chose me, and I grew from them in a certain way, and they limited me in a certain way. I'm a survivor, I'm a fighter, and now what I can see is I can relax, and I don't have to fight for anything. I get to just choose. I get to just rest in it and choose where I want to go. It's a ground, it's a centeredness. Yeah, it feels really cool. It's really meaningful for me. It's meaningful. And everybody here that I've met, I mean, from each one of you, it's like I see these strengths, and I can just accept them. It's like, oh my gosh, look what Angela's doing, and look what Selma's doing, and it's like, and they're like my family. It's like I do adopt people a lot. I like to adopt people, and so I get to adopt everybody here, like-minded people,
yeah,
supportive and loving. And young, I love having the young, every young, 14 years old. That's really meaningful to see your strength and your courage, and it's awesome. Yeah. Husbands and wives, mothers and daughters, sisters, individuals. I'll stop talking now. Yeah. Is that good?
Yeah, that's great. There you go. It's a 2-week party over here. I know. Still that. Yeah. What do you think, Evie? All right, Sandy.
I just have to go what she said.
You can do it.
Did you want to go on questions? Did you want to say hello to everybody?
Hi, everybody.
Newbie three.
You do. I just came in, I don't know what's going on here.
Just have a seat.
We're doing a live hangout.
Talking to the others.
Vladimir's here.
So, 100 million people are watching this?
Something like that.
I'm used to it.
The pressure's on.
I mean, the main thing is, how was the retreat for you?
Good. I love it. And, it feels like it's been only 5 days. Really. Yes, we are really having fun. I love it.
Okay.
The food was great, amazing, and to see the efforts of all the people who are doing it, the teaching staff, Christina, everybody, everybody is really doing a lot of that.
What was your favorite meal?
Lunch.
What was your favorite lunch? Like, what recipe was the best for you? Burgers? Or...
Believe it or not, don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Today we have this rice wrap. Even though it's not spring roll, whatever it is. Even though it's not raw.
Yeah.
I love it.
Cool. We offer cooked portions, just like one small cooked portion for people who are detoxing harder or just want to have fun with that. But cooked whole foods. Cool. Nice. What was your favorite, Emily?
My favorite food?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Guacamole and sauerkraut?
Yeah,
The basic stuff.
guacamole and sauerkraut. So like, just every meal, it seems like there's this giant bowl of guacamole with like this giant spoon. Like, it's literally the size of my face. And yeah, just that mixed with like sauerkraut is amazing. I have that probably at least once a day.
One of my
Sounds
favorite meals
gross.
was a spinach quiche. Quiche.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
The pizza was good too.
Pizza was good.
The tacos, everything.
I don't know, Bill, do you feel like coming in and saying hello?
Sure.
All right. Bill is a big time partier.
We're the oldsters.
Trying to keep up with these guys in karaoke was like, forget it.
Well, I taught him who the Kingston Trio was.
That's right. I got in harmony with him.
That was by accident.
How was that an accident? I mean, it only happened for a second.
I was feeling it.
So how was the retreat for you?
Really enjoyable.
What was your favorite?
What?
I was gonna say, what was your favorite part?
Well, I like their mountain hike. My favorite part of it all are the people. You know,
Yeah.
We got people from overseas. We got people from Canada, from Alberta to Halifax, and from Texas to Idaho. I mean, and people from all different backgrounds, and ministers and nurses. Just talking to everybody and getting to know them.
Yeah.
It's just been delightful. Just a great bunch of people. How'd you pick them? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's been great.
It's interesting how many people come here at the right time too. It's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah. So I think sometimes just meals and talking to them.
Yeah.
Been very enjoyable. It's great. And it's like Susan said, you know, you got another daughter, you got wife, sisters, and you know, that's neat.
What was your favorite dish?
I sure like that sauerkraut. That might have been my all-time favorite. But everything was so good, it's hard to say those.
Yeah.
Guacamole, I like that. You got something there.
I have to thank Sandy for that.
All right, Sandy,
Not
since
my-
you
not
mentioned
my
your
idea.
name,
Oh, yes.
what's that?
Ask Bill how much weight.
How much weight did you lose?
19 pounds.
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
The retreat's not even over.
I know. Counting on a couple more.
Were you doing enemas?
Yeah. I gotta tell them that.
Sorry.
Everybody does it.
19 pounds. I think that's a record. We had David DeLuca, but he was here for an entire month.
Maybe the scales aren't right.
We've got a record here.
Wow. Yeah.
That's awesome. Did anybody else? Okay, we'll talk. Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. I had fun. I didn't know much about you except my wife says he's crazy, but he's good crazy.
His wife's sitting right over there.
She watches Matt. And, so what you watching? Oh, watching that.
Good crazy. Did you like the karaoke night?
Yeah, that ball.
We can do it again tonight.
I'm saying.
Maybe we could do harmony again.
I think we could try.
All right. Sandy, you up for coming in?
Thank you, Bill.
All right. Sandra D.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, you played a bunch of those songs for me yesterday.
Yeah.
Considering my husband's name's Dan.
Ah, that's
the
right.
characters in the Grease.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Sandy arrived 4 days early, 5 days early. What was that?
I arrived on the 15th.
15?
Yeah. So 3 days early.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I'm staying till the 10th.
Till the 10th. Staying
Yeah.
later. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't really want to go.
Yeah.
Because it's heaven on earth here.
She's been saying that's her, like, it's heaven on earth. It's heaven on earth.
I get here on the 15th and I meet Matt and I'm just like, you got a good thing going here. This is like heaven on earth because you've only been here 2 hours. I mean, I knew this before I came. It just validated it once I got here.
How your lymph nodes been?
Since yesterday,
Yeah.
they're smaller.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
San Pedro did something.
You know, physical illness can also be, it could be a nutritional, physical detoxing, but it could also be a spiritual
Yes.
aspect too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had an epiphany with it because when all of this started with me, it was the year I was turning 51. And that's, my mother died when she was 51. And I was told all my life in a negative way how to cite my mother. So the negative impact was on me. And so the year I turned 51, all this started. And in one of your talks, it like was this epiphany and a spiritual attack because of my fear of dying at 51, like my mother. So somehow I made myself sick. So now I'm just got to work through all that spiritual
Right.
baggage.
Didn't you say you went through some sort of physical healing of some sort, like you could do something like
When I first was given a diagnosis, I went, this was in 2014, I went 90% raw vegan. And my husband actually did it with me. And I dropped 70 pounds within 6 months. He has arthritis and Lyme disease. He was feeling so much better. Things weren't hurting. We were feeling so much energy and great just by doing that on my own. With the help of, I mean, I've been doing the vegetarian stuff, and when I went raw, it was like you were one of the ones that we looked at, some of the other raw vegans, but I followed you more, so I get a lot of my stuff from you because you seem to have more knowledge that you share out there than just recipes. You have knowledge that helps, not sure the word I'm looking for, but just helps you on your own try to figure this out. And getting the food and what to do and, you know, the best steps and some of the superfoods and things like that. So, you know, we started doing all of that and then traveled during that time period too. And it made it so easy because, you know, just had all those tips without just like, oh, you just go to the market and you buy fruits and salads. A lot more to it. And so I started playing around. And I followed you more. And I know when I came here, it was like, I wanted to come. And then I missed the whole deadline. You sent the email, you know, we've added 10 more days before the price goes up. And I go, oh, heck, I'm doing this. And so I did it.
And what has the retreat done for you?
I know I'm lighter because my pants are not as tight. When you're here, it's like what Susan said and stuff. Is you get to be you. You're with like-minded people. You're making some lifelong friendships with like-minded people who all are going in their growth. And for me, I mean, I feel a spiritual change. I feel an emotional change. I feel a body change. And just soaking in the beauty. Like, I wish I could show everyone the beauty around you. This morning, after I got woke up, I went to the bathroom and I came out and I stood out there and just watched all the clouds and stuff as the sky lightened and just soaking it in because you can feel the energy. It's just so beautiful.
People are saying there's like, I can't believe the snails are like this big. It's like being in Jurassic Park.
Oh, wait. The earthworms. They're like that big. Mm-hmm. Size of a pencil. I'll at least tell you about it. So it's done a lot. I mean, I don't want to go home, but I know I need to, and I need to go work on things. When we come back in December, when I come back with my husband, because he wants to come, so we're going to come back in December, that I'm ready for that next level that I need to be on.
Yeah. Exciting.
And thanks for having us.
Edie's turn. Here she comes.
I mean, I am, but you know.
Nobody's there.
Right here. Looking at the face.
Let's just go. What did the retreat do for you?
I don't know how much depth you would want me to go into. I came maybe with a little different baggage than a lot of people did. I thought I just needed to come someplace where I could just cry and just get a lot of sorrow and sadness and, you know, we don't have control over tragedy in life. Sometimes that really wears us out and weighs us down. And I thought that's all I was going to come for, and to learn more about, I want to go law, I'm going straight law as soon as I get home. But I learned so much more because I think we can, some of us, can try to keep our lives so busy that we don't have to look at suffering or things that we've been stuffing for years because we really have no control over it. We don't know what to do about it, so we just try to stay ahead of it. But we get sick from it. And breaks down the mind. Makes you feel very hopeless. And I think here, my health was deteriorating fast. I think my mind was too. But I've learned so much here. It's hard to face those things. And it brings up a lot of tears, maybe a lot of resentment, a lot of anger, things that I just didn't know how to deal with. I've lived my life without knowing that I have the right to set boundaries with people that may hurt me. They keep me in a position to where my life is very unhappy. And I just didn't feel I had any power over that. And I have learned that I do, and that I have a choice. And I am going home to implement that. And I feel good about it now. And I think a good comparison that a lot of people and I have talked about is they remind me, in the airplane, they warn you, if you need oxygen and you have a child, you put your own mask on first. Don't put it on your child first. Because then you won't be able to help that child if you are not strong and healthy and well yourself. You have to take care of yourself first before you can do the right thing for anybody else. And I think that's what I've learned. In San Pedro, really made me face a lot of garbage. Very uncomfortable, painful. Detox was very painful. But that's behind me. And life is ahead of me.
And how much weight did you lose?
Well, a few days ago, I had lost a total of 9. But it doesn't sound so spectacular now.
That's actually, you weren't even planning on losing it.
No, that's not why I was here. It's a wonderful side effect, but I am coming back next March. I hope I won't be alone. Maybe I will be, but I am coming back next March. That's my choice, because I'm going to do that.
Amen.
It's a wonderful place.
Anybody else want to come up and say a few words?
Silva, please.
Stace, you want to come?
Dream pressure.
Stace you came with your mom.
Yes.
She's not here though, right? Or is she?
No.
Okay.
She doesn't like life. So.
She's what?
She doesn't like being.
That's cool. Having carried
It's
it.
just,
How does the retreat for you?
it was good experience for me. Even though I didn't lose weight or gain weight, I just felt better on it from living. I think for the whole experience and retreat is that it's possible to get that change. Because for me, I was stuck on a lot of the theory. I know it sounds good for me, but I didn't know how stuck I was in the idea. And so those have been ways where I look for these.
Did you have fun?
I had fun.
A little bit of fun or a lot of fun?
Well, I think my most fun part was when we stressed it.
Oh, yeah. He was ridiculously good at that.
That was really interesting because I'd done it before, and I had it differently when I was smaller. So when I was doing it smaller, I had the sun on it. But then when I did it here, I saw a fire and then the arrow, long arrow. And it was like, did I really change that much? Going through the retreat.
Yeah.
And then was it yesterday or was it the day before? I had a big detox, and that's when this rush of painting kind of really hit me.
Wow.
From the detox, and through the detox, I go, oh, this is good. This.
Right.
So it was like huge.
Yeah.
And now I was like, I'm spiritually of that. Can I actually keep this going?
Right. Yeah, the expressive painting was pretty powerful for many people. There's so many different events. It's a full pack schedule. We try to also have free time for everybody. So, but we had Dreamcatcher session. It rained like crazy, which is very rare in March. I don't know what's going on, but we weren't able to do the bike ride, unfortunately, but that's a lot of fun. We'll be doing it in June. Horseback riding, crystal bowls, river hikes, lots of hikes, river walk.
Oh, the other thing I want to mention is that it feels like everybody that can meet here have the same goal. Strive for that same goal together.
Yeah.
Common interest.
Common interest.
Even though we had different backgrounds.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Lisa, tell us about that fourth
What do you think, Elise?
Come hither.
Yeah.
Get over that fear.
There's an empty chair. It's calling your name.
That's okay, she doesn't have to. Elise and Emily here felt it out in karaoke like you wouldn't believe. Maybe you could just like sing something or something. What do you mean no? No?
Guys, knock it out of the park.
9.
Get the microphone.
Yep.
Double E in the house.
Yeah,
Yep.
double E.
Yeah.
What if she did it with you? Off camera, she's
Go, Lise. Go.
No.
She's smiling. She wants to do it.
You say it. You say it.
We'll promote your website if you want to come here.
Yeah, you guys could do something.
Come on.
Elise here, her singing and guitar capabilities are
Yeah.
incredible. What is it? SoundCloud. Elise Kulp. Kulp. She busted it out. It's been amazing.
She's got a beautiful voice.
No. No.
Now's your chance. You can be.
In front of
Emily, do it.
I'm not doing it. No.
That was
Go, Emily.
You want to do it with her?
yeah.
Yeah, too. She could.
No.
Something.
No. No.
You don't have to look at the screen.
Elise
All right.
is willing. Come on.
What if we had a microphone?
Emily, you don't have to look at the screen.
You guys, no, you don't have to look at the screen.
You can look at me.
Yeah.
All right, bro goes up.
We already have your name, double E.
Double E.
Fine, but you have to answer questions.
Oh.
Here
If
we
you
go.
do that, then also.
We're about to get a big time show here. We're about to get a big time show. I loved having you here.
I love being here.
And she was one of the ones who did the steam room with us every single night. There was like a handful of people. How was the retreat for you?
Unexpectedly
amazing. Not that I expected it to be anything less, but it was really, it went beyond what I expected.
Wow.
It kind of, well, not just kind of, it made me look at things that I wasn't really looking at before. It gave me the courage to see things for what they were, for what they are, and just the energy, summon up the courage to move forward. My mouth is dry.
Are you gonna be able to sing?
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah.
You want some water?
More
Nice.
juice plugs.
All the juice you can drink.
And pretty bottles too.
All right. I think. What do you guys want to do, Adele? Microphones, because Stefan can pick it up in like a second.
Yeah, do like someone like you.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Do we want? Should we start the karaoke night like right now?
Yeah.
How quick will it take to send up?
5 minutes or less.
Okay, there's the computer. All right, okay. So karaoke night was so much fun. We're gonna start it right now. You're gonna be able. Everyone at the retreat is gonna be able to experience the first song. You're gonna be blown away by this. Maybe we should do regulators, Stefan. How are we gonna be able to read the words?
Wait, are we going?
No, we have to. No, we're
Just
gonna.
take the
The
phone.
mics will work here. Okay, we'll do the Adele thing.
I don't think we need mics.
Just play it on your phone.
You don't need mics?
We don't need mics. We don't.
No, just
Okay, we don't
just
need
play it
it.
on his phone.
Okay.
I can play it back.
Just do the phone.
The chorus.
Just come in on the chorus.
Just sing this.
Just do it.
Okay,
I
here we
don't
go.
know all of it.
Wait, she
We'll
needs
just
to see
do
the words.
chorus.
All right, do the chorus.
We don't need music. We'll just do the chorus.
Okay.
without music. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I'll remember you said. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts.
You gotta keep
instead.
going. Do it one more time.
All right,
Do it one more
the
time.
ice is broken. Here it is. That was awesome.
Do it one more time.
One more time.
Just the chorus? Okay. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead.
That touched my heart. Anyways, does anybody else want to share?
Please, share.
No, we're good if nobody else wants to. We can call it, we can get started with our party night. It's literally like a 2-week party.
It is.
Be yourself. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're about to have our karaoke night. Thank you, everybody, for participating. I appreciate it.
And yeah.
And we'll see you next Tuesday.